Morning.
Good morning. So we did not sign off last night after we
we forgot.
We said
We
to
were
ourselves,
tired.
we said to ourselves, we gotta remember to sign off every night.
Well,
That's
you
what I meant.
you remembered, but we were too tired
Yeah.
to get up.
Well, we were in
We were
pajamas. The light was
Yeah,
out.
we were-
She was almost ready to start snoring, and and I was getting close to that.
Yeah, we went to bed early last night. We were tired. We did
Yeah.
a lot of walking yesterday.
It was 12,000 steps yesterday, so we got a pretty good amount. And anyway, today we have Crystal Cave excursion. So we're going to take you along on that adventure. This is an almost all-day adventure. So take you along.
Yes. We're going
Right
to
now.
eat breakfast this morning in Windjammer
Yeah, we're going to Windjammer for breakfast.
because we have to meet for our excursion
Like 9
earlier.
o'clock. A little
Yeah.
after 9. So we're going to
Yeah.
get breakfast, get our stuff together, and head on off the ship and off to Crystal Caves, Aquarium, a little bus tour, and everything. So
So it should be loads of fun. A
So,
lot of people
the next
recommend
time you
this
see us,
excursion.
we're going to be heading out on the excursion. We're not going to bring you to breakfast. Why don't you go and get your own breakfast? Go kitchen, McDonald's, wherever,
Well,
and get yourself some breakfast.
well, you've seen Windjammer breakfast
you have all seen
before.
it, Yeah. I think if you know what an egg looks like, you found a breakfast. All right, so
Okay.
see you in a little while.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we are off to the aquarium and Crystal Caves. We're heading up to the bus now.
Is this
So,
it?
what? Oh, okay. I guess we're waiting here.
Stay right here.
We're going to wait right here. We thought we were getting on the bus. I guess we're not getting on the
I
bus
guess
yet.
it's full.
So,
Bus is full.
we'll see you when we get on the bus.
Bye.
So, the Bermuda Aquarium. We're just going to give you a self-guided, it's a self-guided tour. We're going to take a walk around. Aquarium gift shop. Hey,
Hello.
we're here at the entrance of Crystal Caves in Bermuda. We're going to take you down into the caves and see what that's all about, and take a look at they'll tell you, guided tour, tell us all about the caves and everything that's in there. First we got to get our tickets, waiting for the tour guide to assemble everybody, so we'll bring you along. See you in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.
He's a good kitty. He lets everybody pet him.
All right.
Hi.
Sorry, lady.
Glad I got my bag.
Cave, the really beautiful part. Now, just before we head on to the bridge, like you know, there's another group just ahead of us, and we do have to wait for them to come back, but in the meantime, I give you guys a little history lesson on how the cave was found, developed, talking about the geology. Crystal Cave was discovered back in 1907, and all of this was first found by two 13-year-old boys. So the names are Carl and Edgar. They were in the bushes one day. They were just looking for their cricket ball, and instead they came across this giant hole of darkness. And so they looked into it, and basically the only thought that they had was, I don't see the ball up here. So they went home. They got as much rope as they could find, one little kerosene lantern, came back and tied themselves to a tree, and then lowered themselves in here because nothing could go wrong with that plan. So if you guys now direct your attention. All right. Yeah? You okay? You sure you're okay? All right. Awesome. Okay. And so if you guys now direct your attention just right up here, you're going to see a giant hole in the ceiling. This is the original entrance. This is where the boys came through. Oh, right? Wow. Now, this is why I always call them like the original Goonies, basically. Yeah, so, the kids, you guys can imagine that once they got down here, they take a quick look around and they instantly forget about this little cricket ball. So instead, they're looking at formations, they're exploring and having fun, and according to these boys, they even went swimming in the pitch black water you see down there, because we can tell by now that they just have great decision-making skills. Right? So, after a bit, the boys go back up top, they go to each other's houses, they tell their parents everything, and then bring them over to the sinkhole. Parents are investigating, I imagine, having a very mild panic attack. And as they're discussing it, this other man comes walking through the bushes up to them. He's quite direct, apparently, and he says, "Hi, who are you people, and why are you in my backyard?" Right? So this is Mr. Wilkinson, and he had no clue that this was not even 100 feet behind his house. Once he's told about it, he goes right to the government, and he's like, "Hi, I've got a cave in my yard. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that." So the government, after a quick bit of review, figures out there's no law or anything regarding caves or minerals on private property. So they turned around and said, "Congrats on your new cave, Mr. Wilkinson. Have fun with that." Right? After seeing this for himself, he wanted to basically show it off right away. He wanted to turn it into a show cave. In order to do that, you do have to make it accessible. We did not have that lovely tunnel and this PVC piping back then. So if you want to enter back in the early days, again, you had to basically play Goonies. You had to enter the sinkhole, come down 77 wooden stairs to that ledge, and then you would climb down a single rope ladder. Like, this man was like really trying to get this place open as quickly as possible. A rope ladder, little wooden dock, and then climb into a rowboat with an oar and an oil lantern and row yourself across into the cave. Right? Wow. So now that I say it out loud, it's actually a bit more like Indiana Jones than Goonies, right? But like I said, he worked on it really quickly, and just a couple of months later, in 1908, he opened it for the very first time to the public as Crystal Cave, and it has remained open every single year since, except for 2020 for some strange reason. Right?